Right then, may as well start. And again, we go through the same agony. Again, we go through the same pain. I asked a question on the channel on fucking Thursday night. Can we make it to the World Cup? Well, this fucking close. A literal ballhead. I can't even speak. A literal ballhead away from reaching the World Cup finally. And we go and we bottle it. Our arse has royally collapsed. That's the best way I can put it is the arse collapsed. Just unbelievable. It was in our hands. We're up 1-0. We are up 1-0. Heading into the second half, and you're thinking to yourself, right, just play similar. Don't make stupid mistakes. Don't invite pressure. The whole second half, up until, we go down 2-1, we invited pressure. We invited pressure constantly throughout the game, and ultimately it led to the downfall. Slovenia got their first. They got their second. And game was a bogey at that point. We fired back. There's questions to be asked. Every individual performance. There's not one player on that park tonight who showed any sort of passion, I thought, especially in the second half. First half, there was players who, in my eyes, I think Craig Gordon, once again, I mean, what can he do? How much can he do when the players in front of him aren't giving their best? So, you've got to exempt Craig Gordon to an extent. He couldn't do anything about those 2 goals tonight. And he made a couple of decent saves as well into the bargain, which probably helped it for being worse for us. So, hats off to Gordon, I suppose. Robertson and Griffiths are the only 2 players. Griffiths in the first half, not so much in the second, probably because he was carrying a knock. Robertson as well were the only 2 players for me who looked as though they were bothering. And the rest of them were just absolute shite. So no tempo, no pace, no anything, no want in the country, no want in any of the players to go out there and get the win tonight. And it was just pathetic. It was just pathetic. We do fire ourselves back into it. We got the second goal. Things are a bit lively. They get a red card. You're thinking to yourself, maybe by some miracle, you get the rosary beads out, Celtic fans. And you think to yourself, there could be a chance, a slight chance, but no, there wasn't. And there's individual performances. You've just got to think to yourself, the decisions that Gordon Strachan makes do baffle me. I don't know where I stand with Strachan. This video, I'm going to title it Strachan in or Strachan out, right? That is the whole point of the video. Where do we go now? Where does Scotland go? We've got nothing to do now for the next year. We've got nothing apart from watching on again in the World Cup, watching teams like England and Wales and Ireland and Northern Ireland, if one of Wales and Ireland will get there. We're going to watch them enjoy themselves while we sit here envying them. Where do we go now? Do we stick with Strachan? Do we get rid of him? I think now is the time to start a fresh slate, and things need to change for Strachan. Look, I adore Gordon Strachan as a guy. I think he's a great manager. He came to Celtic, he done fantastic. And that's one thing I really like him for, and I don't want to be biased. I don't want that to be the reason you all think, non-Celtic fans, why I stand by Strachan. But I think Gordon Strachan was so nervous and anxious to give players like McGregor and McGinn the nod in these games. He wanted to give it to these experienced players. It ultimately was the wrong decision. You can't get that wrong. It was the wrong decision. You can't argue with that. And in hindsight, it's easy for us all to say he should have played McGregor. At the time, though, it's difficult for him in the situation. They were stupid decisions. You look at tonight, he brought on Stephen bloody Fletcher. That cunt could have scored in a brothel. He is red rotten. Stephen Fletcher, the minute I seen the board go up and Stephen Fletcher stand on the sideline, I felt like picking up the remote and turning the telly off. He's fucking awful. He's atrocious. And they decided to bring him on. And it does make you question, should he be in the job? Because I did think that to myself tonight. I seen people talking on Thursday like, if we don't win tonight, get Strachan out. And it was annoying me. It was just me, Peter. I just didn't like the thought of us wanting Strachan out when he has brought us closer than a lot of other managers. It really did annoy me. And tonight, though, it is understandable because you see those decisions he made and you're thinking, like, come on, just come on. You've got to be taking the mick. And granted, Snodgrass came on, scored a goal. Fair dues. But the decisions they just baffle me, and that is the question. I don't know where I stand. I stood tonight before the game. I stood firmly in the Strachan stays in the job post. I was there. I wasn't moving, but now I'm just very unsure. At this point, I don't know. I just want to qualify for a fucking tournament, and we need someone who's going to take us there. And I do have faith that Gordon Strachan can do it. Maybe if we didn't start so badly. It was just, at the start, everything was going wrong. We weren't playing the right football. We weren't picking the right players. And we weren't exactly picking the right players now, but at least towards the end, we started playing decent football. Strachan pulled it together. We started playing slightly more entertaining. The results might have not resembled it all the time. 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. But the chances we were creating compared to what we have tried to create as a nation over the past fucking 10 years, it was a massive change. Because when Craig Levein was in charge, it was one man up front. Boom, kick the ball up. Kick the ball up to Stephen Fletcher and hope for the best. But now we're actually playing passing. Well, you were playing passes, we're playing smart football. Gordon Strachan towards the end of this pulled it together and he was getting us believing. And that's why I don't know if we should sack him. I don't know where I stand on it. I don't know where you're standing, and that's why I wanted to make this video. What do you think should happen with Gordon Strachan? Is he in? Is he out? What do you think should happen with Strachan? I respect the decision of should he go. If you think he should go, I respect it. I can understand why. It's one of the more understandable, you know, let's get the manager out. It's not one of the ridiculous ones you're thinking, shut up. There is a legitimate argument of whether he should stay or not. I think now is the time for him. If he wants to do something, we need to start the Euro 2020 campaign with very good results, and we need to start them with the right teams. I think this, as I said about a clean slate, this is the time for him to make all these bad decisions a little less hurtful. When we go for the Euro 2020, we cannot start a player whose team hasn't scored a single goal in their league season in 2 months. We cannot start that. James McArthur, his team has not scored a goal. We can't start Barry Bannon, who's playing for Sheffield Wednesday. We can't bring on Stephen Fletcher. He has got to now start the slate, introduce these new players, introduce players like Callum McGregor, John McGinn, give them a chance. Now is the chance for him to do it. Because if he's not going to do it, the next manager's going to do it anyway. And how many managers out there are going to do a better job than Strachan? That's how I'm looking at it in my eyes. How many managers are genuinely going to do that? I think Strachan brings a lot of passion to the table for Scotland, and that adds up for me. I think he should stay in the job. I wouldn't be surprised if it was walk away. I wouldn't be surprised if it was to get sacked. And I wouldn't be majorly upset. But for me, if I was making the final decision, if I was at the head of the fucking SFA or whatever, whoever makes the decisions tonight, and I was to make the choice, I'd be keeping them in the job, in all honesty. I would be keeping them in the job, but God knows where we go. It's absolutely gutting tonight's result, absolutely gutting, because it was in our hands, and just the wrong style, and you've got to blame you've got to blame the players in the park as much as the manager, because once again they showed no passion for me. None of them looked interested in the second half, not in the slightest. So it's a joint effort, the players and the manager. Anyway, that does it for this video. A wee bit of a rant kind of thing. I've never really ranted in the channel before. Anyway, if you've enjoyed, like, subscribe, and won't be talking about Scotland for a wee while, will we? See you next time.